Hello, everybody. So I am here with Michelle Buckle again, and she is a longtime colleague of mine. She has so much wisdom to share. So I asked her if she would stick around and keep talking with us about how trauma is stored in our body and how drama is a vehicle that can help us to shift and move or understand the pain inside of us. And Michelle is so boldly and beautifully sharing her story and how she's using that with the population that she works with, which is youth, and more in particular, Black youth who are co-victims of homicide, which is a very powerful and important piece of work right now.
First of all, I think people get so scared when they see drama. They think, oh, I have to act. But no, I mean, sometimes we even think about, wow, we got to rehearse for something. I have a doctor's appointment. I have to tell this doctor really what I want, or I have this difficult moment and I have to tell this friend. So we get into this little rehearsal and we get an opportunity to practice. And that's what I'm talking about, is that oftentimes trauma historically, and I could be carrying from my mother and my grandmother's mother and my mother's mother and my father. So we carry those stories and we store them in our body. And oftentimes we think that it's in our head only, but it isn't. There's a connection that we hope to make. And drama can be that way of connecting the mind to the body. So that, yes, I want to be able to tell this doctor no, but I haven't been able to do it because my body wants to, and that's why I don't want to go back. But what I end up doing is I keep going back. So drama, let's say we practice, how you're going to stand up to the doctor. Maybe you could write a letter to the doctor, maybe whatever it is, you get a chance to practice and to rehearse sometimes a movement that you didn't get a chance to finish, you didn't get a chance to complete. So then that allows for that mind-body connection to happen. You go into the office and you say, I remember we were rehearsing this. I don't need that. How about this? And the doctor says, wow, I love that you're standing up for yourself. It's that moment of engaging in the drama outside the office that you can learn it, practice it, not only with youth, with adults as well, so that you can transition it into real life and begin to complete actions that cause repeated negative experiences to keep replaying because you don't get a chance to maybe stand up for yourself or to release some of that trauma that might be trapped. I get so excited with this because we know trauma in the brainstem trauma happens to get stores down here, so it's pre-verbal. So oftentimes that's the first thing to react, is a freeze state. Well, we learn to help you unfreeze by teaching you ways to process or to not run or to not fight, and to find ways to reenact this experience in a healthy way so that traumatic growth happens. Yeah, I got this opportunity with this play to work through my own traumatic growth.
That's amazing. And it's when I hear you speak, when we're talking about our family's trauma and how that impacts us, we might use this term like vicarious trauma. And so that is so relevant. We don't often give credit to how the experiences that people we love have gone through impacts us, and even experiences that everybody's going through just right now, and we see trauma that someone else is going through and it is impacting us. So drama is a way that we can move that through ourselves.
You got it. And drama is powerful. It's beautiful. I'm a drama therapist, but not everybody has drama therapists around. But there are some tools and different techniques, whether it be using the mindfulness or using, art or using music or using many different methods that can help to work through some of those traumatic experiences. You said it, that sometimes we carry for people when we're caring for people.
Oh,
And right?
beautiful.
We carry for people when we're carrying, and our body carries it.
Yes.
And oftentimes, if we just check in with our body, we start to see where it resides and where it lives and has only known to live there. And we can help work it through using those many different modalities as a way that doesn't require words. Or, how about that movement that you made? Well, I never did get to say, stop. Well, how about you just do it now?
Right.
Yeah. Or I never got to write that story to finish the ending because all I remember is seeing my parent in the grave. Well, what ending would you like? Well, I know it's realistic, my parents in the grave, but I wanted to be able to put a rose on that grave. Well, let's do it now.
Yeah.
Right. And what was that like? Wow. Like, I finally get a chance to have a sense of relief to say I did what I could. And those little small acts, those moments allow us to actually grow and leave a little bit more room so that we can work through and move towards resilience.
We say real or imagined threat in diagnosing PTSD. And there's this same truth for healing, real or imagined. So there is something, and it's almost, some people will even say more profound on a cellular level, to go through the imagined, the visual, the movement, like you're talking about, because these little cells, I think of them as like little babies. And
Yes.
they just want the brain to like help them.
Yes, yes. And we can help. And
Mm-hmm.
I believe the body is oftentimes we don't trust, but the cells are saying, I trust you. You can help me move this through. And I had an opportunity to be connected with a character in my who came to share a message with me about my story and my life for healing that helped my cells, say, hey, you can heal, you can move forward. Would you like to meet them?
Sure.
Right. Hi, my name is Anansi. Oh, do you not know me? Oh, well, let me introduce myself to you. I am Anansi, the story keeper. Yes, I'm here to talk to you about your family and my family and maybe both of our families. Ah, I am so happy to meet you. But I must go now, all right? Bye.
Bye. I'm so excited for your show, Michelle. And as we were talking about in the previous segment with Michelle, is that she has this show. I'm going to put the information below and how to find tickets or purchase it. It will be online. And she is, the proceeds are going towards the Edmonton Berrien Church of God Youth. Which is just lovely as well. Michelle has such a heart for the youth of Edmonton and Hamilton, and then focusing this energy on helping co-victims of homicides, in particular with Black youth, which is just so needed. And so thank you so much, Michelle. Anything before we wind things down that you'd like to say?
Yeah, I did want to say something that my heart is reaching out to Black youth as a result of my experience. However, my story and my connection is not just with the Black youth, but it is with the human race.
Mm-hmm.
And my story is an invitation for us as a group of people, Black, white, Asian, East Indian, the whole lot of us to come together to say, despite our traumas, we all share something and we can heal together. And so that's my invitation. And sometimes we just need everyone to come together as a collective to say, yes, we can do this together.
Yeah,
So thank you.
Thank you so much, Michelle. That's beautifully said. And you are just such a dear friend, and you've done so much for me personally. So thank you for joining us and your boldness in so many ways. I adore you.
Oh, I love you too. You know that. And your family.
We are family. Okay, thanks, Michelle. Bye.
Thank you.